This is a video on using Ubuntu 12.04 LTS Desktop Edition. I'm going to use this video to go over the how to use the Unity desktop. This will be using Unity 3D. If you try and do an install of Ubuntu 12.04 and it doesn't accept Unity 3D, you can choose and accept Unity 2D. Just make sure that your video card meets the minimum required standards in order for Unity 3D to work. Usually, if you have a video card that has a minimum memory of 128 megs of memory, that'll work for Unity 3D or any 3D application. To begin with, this is using a live CD, so this is 12.04 Desktop Live CD, and it's basically the same as most of the other interfaces that come with Unity. You have your power button, you have your time with your calendar, you have your sound, you have your network interfaces. This right now is connected wired through Ethernet. Okay, then you have your other email and various chat information. And so you have your keyboard settings. Mine is set for English. Then you can come over here, and this right here is the dash, and this right here is the start button for the Ubuntu start button. There are several ways of accessing this. First thing you can do is just left click on the dash, and that brings up a lens. This one right here is for applications. And then you can close it, and then you have your home folder right here. Then you have your browser. Then you have your Ubuntu Software Center. Then let's see, the next icon is an Ubuntu One for the Ubuntu One service that they offer. This one is for system settings, and because this is a live CD, this is showing an icon of my actual hard drive. And then we have some applications that I put on the dash. I put in a text editor. This is gedit, and then this is a terminal, my calculator, my GDK record desktop, and then 4 workspaces, and then my USB. Now, the thing about Unity is that it's a lot more flexible when it comes to keyboard shortcuts. For a list of keyboard shortcuts, all you have to do is on your keyboard, press this Windows button or the super button. It usually has the Windows icon on it, and it's usually between the Control and the Alt key. And once you press it down and hold it down, it'll show you a bunch of keyboard shortcuts. Okay, and then you let go and it disappears. So the first keyboard shortcut that we'll go over real quickly is when you want to go to the dashboard and look at the applications. So what you do is you press the super button or the Windows button, and then press A, the button A, and that brings up this, which is called an application lens. And this shows a bunch of applications. It shows applications that have been installed and some applications that you can install. Okay, and then to get out of this, you can just press the escape button. All right, and now the next thing you want to do is do the Windows button again, and then the F key or the F button. That will bring you here to the folders lens. And this right here has all of your assorted folders, your documents, your music, pictures, videos, downloads, and the desktop. And then to get out of that, again, you can press the escape button. And now the other lens that you want to go to is the you press the Windows and the M button or M key. That brings you to the music lens. Right now I don't have any music files in there. I hadn't downloaded or installed any. But anyway, that's your music lens. And these are basically called lens. I don't know why they decided to call them lens as opposed to screens or whatever, but that's what the Ubuntu community and that's what the documentation says that these are considered. And to get out of it, you just hit the escape key, or I believe, yeah, if you hit the Alt key twice, that gets out of the different lenses. This is, yeah, it's pretty decent. It does work. Like I say, you got to make sure that you have a good video card or a decent video card in order to take advantage of the 3D application that comes with Unity. And you can just go through your different icons that's on the dash. Another thing you can do is if you want to change the look and the appearance of your dash, you can go back into the Ubuntu button or press the Windows key and the A for applications. And when that comes up, you can come down here and go to where it says appearances or appearance. Left click on that. Alright, and as you can see right here, you've got two tabs. You've got look and behavior. Now, first of all, you can come over here and you can change the size of your they call it a launcher. This is your launcher or your dash. You can change the size of this with this slider over here. You can make it bigger, or you can make it smaller, whichever is most comfortable for you. Me, I keep it kind of midways because I might put some more applications here. Another thing you can do, this also is for your wallpaper. You can come here and choose your wallpaper as well. You can go over to the tab that says behavior, and this right here, now don't forget this is a virtual environment, so it doesn't really work here, but you can only choose the left side right now. I'm sure in later in future versions of Ubuntu they'll make it to where you can put this launcher or dash either on top, the right side, or the bottom, but for now you can only put it on the left hand side, or you can choose to make it disappear. Okay. It might work in this environment. Let's go ahead and see if it does. What's supposed to happen is that you're supposed to, it disappears until you need it, and then when you need it you bring your mouse over to the left hand side and it should come up. But like I say, I'm in a virtual environment, so it doesn't work. But if you get into the point to where it doesn't come up and you want to go back into the dash, then like I say, all you got to do is just press the Windows key and the A button or the A key. And that brings you back into application. Then you go to appearance, either here or there. And then you can go to behavior and change it again. And you can turn it off, and as you can see, it comes back up. So then you can go ahead and close out of that. And your usual folders, your documents, your video, your music, and your download folder, they're on the launcher right here. If you cannot find them, you can either go to your home folder. I'm sorry, they're not on the launcher. They're in the home folder. You can left click on that and you can find them here. Here's your home folder, desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, videos, the whole file system. And for any external devices, you'll find them here in this department as well. Okay, so we go ahead and close that. And we are back to our desktop. Let's see, if you want to go in and do anything with your system, here's the system icon, system settings, left click on that. And as you can see, you have your appearance again, along with other icons, your brightness and your lock. This is where you can change, I believe, your screensaver. Yeah, turn screen off when inactive, never. And then you have that there. Along with, I'm sorry, this is your screensaver right here. Oh no, that's your display for you to change your settings on your monitor. Sorry. You can choose an application that you want to configure. And then once you're done with that, you go back to all settings. Screensaver is somewhere in here. I'm not sure. Maybe that is it right there. And then you have other different things. You have backup, details, management services. Let's see, let's go into management services. This is for if you want to network more than one computer. You want to set your keyboard, add additional drivers, whatever. Also, for doing your software updates, you can come over here, go to your software manager, or if you can't find it here, again, do the Windows key, press that, and the A button or key button for applications. And then all you got to do is just do update. Here is your update manager. You left click on it. And this is where you can do your updates. And if you want to go in and choose how long you can do your updates, or how to configure your updates for the amount of times that it updates, weekly, daily, monthly, you go down here to settings, left click on it, and then as you can see, here's the updates. Everything. You've got your downloadable from the internet. These are your repositories, other software, updates, authentication, statistics. Okay, and this is where you would do your updates and everything. I did an update about an hour ago just to test to see if it would do it or if it would crash on me, even though this is a virtual environment dealing with just the live CD. But it worked. Everything came out okay. Everything seems to be doing good on this. It hasn't crashed on me yet or anything. Um, you also have down here your 4 workspaces. You just left click on it and you got your 4 workspaces. You can choose one, double click on it, and it goes to that workspace. If you want to go back to the original one, you just go back to the icon on the launcher or the dash, left click on it, go back to the original one. Or you can switch back and forth between all 4. Okay, let's see. You can do anything with this that you've been able to do with the previous distributions. Like I said, this is with Unity 3D. You do need to have a bare minimum of 128 megs of video memory in order to use the 3D version of this. But if you don't want to use the 3D version, you can always use the Unity 2D version, which is basically the same application but with a few less features than 3D. Or you can go to the you can go and use the GNOME Classic. And basically, if you want to do that, but still use 12.04, you would go to your Software Center, left click on that, and then as soon as that comes up, you go to the search box, and let's see, you type in GNOME space panel, and you'll want to download the GNOME shell. The GNOME shell and the GNOME, oops, hold on. The GNOME shell and the GNOME shell extension preferences. Once you download that, you install it into your system, reboot your system. It should come up with the option to boot into it with GNOME Classic. It's just as simple as that. It shouldn't be any. It should be very intuitive once you download GNOME. That's what you can do if you don't want to use Unity. You can just go back to using the GNOME shell. Other than that, the only other thing I would suggest that you do, if you want to use, once you get your 12.02 installed, you would want to, if you want to start using DVDs and Flash on your system, you just type in Ubuntu restricted extras, which from here is just Ubuntu dash restricted dash extras. Okay, I thought they'd have it in here. I probably spelled it wrong. Yes, I did. I forgot a T. There you go. Ubuntu restricted extras. Commonly used applications with restricted copyrighted MP3, AVI, MP, MPEG, TrueType, Java, Flash, codecs. Once you download this will allow you to play DVD movies, look at Flash videos and stuff. I would highly recommend you install that as well. I think that's it. I think we have everything that for your first look at Unity 3D. go ahead and start using it, and I hope this tutorial helped you out. So thank you and goodbye.